Hi everyone, welcome back to F1 2020, my team Minardi, Season 2 playthrough here. And I've already allocated Delatraz some G-Force training to improve his racecraft, hopefully. And that will help us go along. We've got 5.8 million and I was wondering what we should do with that basically. And I'm going to spend the 5 million on the build time for the powertrain. And the reason why I'm doing that, and then that will kind of stop us, is that if I look in the corporate side of stuff, Delatraz's contract expires in 28 days. He's a 3 million buyout clause. We're going to get that amount of money just about in time for his contract renewal. Just because that's the amount of money that we're getting in. Basically. So we will not spend any more. We'll continue on and let's hopefully get some streamlined suspension arms. Yes. Juicy. So that should improve our car a smidge. And let's go off and practice at Canada. I'll join you after. Okay, welcome back after practice everyone. And practice went rather well for the fact that FP1 was completely wet, FP2 was spitting with rain but you had to go round in dry still, and FP3 was dry. So it felt good, and I got a lot of points, I guess, in the R&D side of stuff. I was having a quick moji because I'm just shy of getting a juicy upgrade, and I was wondering which one I should go for. If anything at all. And then I thought, we will wait till after the event and then I'll probably go for some aero. But then I was thinking, I could get some minor drag reduction. And that makes us even more slipstreamy down the straights. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I can't decide right now, so I'm going to sit there. As you can see, we've moved ahead of Red Bull in the vehicle performance charts. I actually would say that in theory around Canada, because we got down long straights, that could well be correct where we are in terms of standings. We won't be finishing there because it's me and it's Delatraz, so that's a bit of a worry. Elsewhere, as you'll see, Haas have brought a tiny update here as well, but it's not really done anything. And as you can see, we are basically equal to Red Bull, not really ahead. So juicy stuff all the way across the board. Oh, God, nearly forgot. Let's do fresh ones. Because it's Canada, and I think that we've actually got a good chance here. Yeah, they're all. They're all pretty much good enough. I know what I'm doing, ish. Let's dive into quali and see how we get on. I've not changed any setup from last year. It feels good, a little bit snappy. And I expect there to be some copious rewinds. But let's see how we get on. Quick swig of the limited edition Choco Hazelnut Yazoo. Very nice, by the way. Other milky drinks are available. Is that chatting to us? Yes, that is chatting to us. It's only half a second different. No, don't do it. Don't do it. We need the track position if we're going to get it, and that's a big if. That was not a good run round that chicane. Or that chicane. Or that hairpin. Oh, I'm not having that. No, 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 no. Okay, let's do it. Let's see where on earth we end up. That didn't feel ideal. Thought I was going to barrier it then. How can we be 13th and so close? That's better. Ah, 7th. Yeah, I'm still quite happy with that. I think.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
Come on.
Vettel and Alexander Albon. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Ha! Beat Leclerc, who also beats... Talk about double times. Perez beats us, Leclerc beats Ocon. Why is that just alphabetical order since we went at the same time? I don't see how that can be decided. Verstappen 5th in the Alfa Romeo somehow. Just 8 tenths off Delatraz 15th. That just shows how ridiculous this is. Even the Haas of Magnussen is only a second off and he's 17th. Wow. This is going to be a nut job race. Latifi ahead of Giovinazzi again. De Vries not doing very well there. It might be Delatraz's saving grace is that there's a bigger gap between Verstappen and De Vries at the moment than there is between me and him. Sometimes. Yes, we're closing back in, Charles. Bit late in the day. Let's see how we get on. A tiny improvement. Okay. I'll take 7th though. Okay. Maybe we should go for some heroics this time. Alright, Jeff. Jesus. Okay, let's do some raceroos. I'm intrigued.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
Let's.
Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, just edging out Alexander Albon, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Smith, Leclerc, Ocon, Ricciardo, and Pierre Gasly. Bottas, Stroll, George
Poor
Russell,
Bottas.
and Fiat, Delatraz, Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, and Lando Norris. Grosjean, De Vries, Latifi, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay. Yes, that is lap 7. Now I'm fueling up because what I want to be able to do basically with this is run in mix 3 for longer than we have done in other races. I think it helps us, especially down straights. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I mean, I didn't mean to, but that worked nicely. What on earth is...
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed.
I think I genuinely caused that.
As we catch the pack.
But it was I was too busy trying to avoid Leclerc. I wonder what that's done to everyone. It's brought the racing points up and a Renault. We'll be able to run mix 3 for quite a long time in this race now. Everyone's still running. Looks like it. So Vettel, Albon, myself, Verstappen, Hamilton, someone. One of the Williamses has made a great start. This is exactly the times when I'm like, please give me a full race order. Gasly, Stroll, Russell, Perez or Kvyat in the AlphaTauri. Might be Perez. Claire is in there as well, who I think caused that safety car, to be fair. Because it looked like that was the car that was stuck out wide. Full race update.
P3, you are currently in P3. Albon's just ahead. Push for the position. Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh softs. Verstappen behind. The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps, 17 laps to go.
Teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 5.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 15th. The time last lap was a 1:35.3.
They didn't gain anything, did they? So for me, this now extends our stint on the softs. I don't want to pit on lap 7 anymore. I want to pit on lap 8. Maybe even 9.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Go, go, go!
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Oh dear. Not the speediest of starts. Bit cheeky there
Check
on the
your
old...
MFD for a new strategy option.
Confirm change.
Okay, copy that.
Read my mind, Jeff. That's good that they've actually implemented that now. I don't remember it being quite so dynamic before. Meh. Fuck it.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
I feel like this game cheats anyway. Now I'm a cheating. It won't last long anyway. I think we'll go backwards. Oh! Especially if I drive like that.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Whoa! That super confused me. Now I drive like a complete hobo. Gasly, Stroll, Russell, Leclerc.
In this lap, push now.
I say, where is Louis? He's in.
To worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Louis is in the pits. Louis in the pits.
Oh God. I think that may have just ruined it for us. Vettel's got round Latifi, that's annoying. I was kind of hoping that would hold him up a bit. And Albon's got through too.
Exit now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Yes! I knew they'd all pitted too quickly. Oh God, Gasly's got out ahead of Hamilton. Ha! Verstappen's lost out in that. Because I think Russell's got out ahead of Verstappen as well, because those tyres hadn't gone off. Oh, hello, Lewis. Oh, that was terrible. It's so difficult to not cut. I suppose now I feel like, now I'm a real F1 YouTuber. Hey, look, Delatraz has got ahead of that big main field clunk as well. Maybe he might join on the back. It's a shame for Delatraz actually. He was top 10 in all of the practice sessions. Teammate status.
We're leading our teammate by 12.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 10th. The time last lap
nice.
was 1 minute 11.8.
Well done, Louis. And that's another one of going long. Because he was 15th before.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Will do. Oh.
There is a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
I mean, that's fine because everyone else is having a good old scrap. And I think they're holding each other up, if I'm honest. That's my fastest lap back, thank you. Oh, Russell's out. That's from the points. Ah, so he was behind. Yeah, okay, so he was 9. That'll put Delatraz up into 9. Braking completely wrong there.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Yellow flag.
Oh, poor George.
Okay, clear.
Unlike real life, he's actually scored points in this game. Okay, nice and chill. Bring it home for the last lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
So what that has done for me is make me feel happier about the Albon overtake, because even with all of that and losing a couple of seconds, we would have still got out in the lead and been fine. So yay all round. Woohoo! Finally, the season is on track.
You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yes, I agree. Gasly Gasly Pierre of the day? No, Gasly driver of the
After
day.
a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard
Agree.
to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Thanks. Okay, so what happened with Ricardo? because that's going to affect how the
So
Drivers'
then, it's time
Championship
to
is.
see how this result affects the Drivers'
Oh,
Championship.
dear.
It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances. Well, Lance Stroll would be my pick. He managed to keep a cool head today whilst pushing through the field. All respect to the fans' choice, they fully deserve it. But I just feel that my pick had a little more on their plate, so their ability to keep a cool head and come through for such a strong finish made the difference, at least in my opinion.
Let's move on to the constructors.
Thank you,
Our
Ant.
championship leaders retain their position, but their lead is shrinking. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So, only driver in the 110s, just, with that crazy lap, so that worked for us. Vettel, Albon, another good result there. Gasly stunning in the Renault, I have to say, really putting that car where it shouldn't be. Bit of Hamilton, Stroll, Verstappen, great qualifying. I think he got caught up in that turn 1 melee. Same with Perez, who's now at Delatraz. Best race so far for him, thank God. Ocon also, so double points for Renault, great stuff. Kvyat just outside the points. Ricciardo down to 12. What happened there? Leclerc, Bottas, Norris, Sainz, De Vries, Latifi, Grosjean, Magnussen and Giovinazzi. Well done, Latifi. Again, another person stopping late. It really worked. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Ah! So that's what mugged it all up. Okay. So I didn't, in theory, hit anyone, but everyone got penalties? Giovinazzi, Bottas, severe collision with Delatraz. Wow, okay. Makes it even more better that he survived. Norris. Yeah, look, they all smashed into each other. That kind of ruined the race for that lot, didn't it? Interesting. Okay. Then into the stand-ins. Hamilton pulls clear of Ricciardo. Bottas third. Vettel moves ahead of Albon, but Albon still scored well. We equal Charles Leclerc in 6th in the drivers. That's great. Stroll moves up to 10. Perez ahead of Russell and Kvyat. Delatraz moves ahead of Norris and Magnussen. Interesting. Now you can see Renault moving ahead of Alfa Romeo. That one will run and run. Although if Nick De Vries can actually score some points, that would help Alfa Romeo out no end. The changes elsewhere though. Let's advance. This game loves to crash when you do a replay, and I'd dearly love to see what happened down at turn 1, but sadly we can't.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Thanks.
How are you feeling after that win?
Ooh. It was made in an engine was made for tracks like this. Very true.
Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
Not really, had a fair advantage over everyone else.
Things are looking up after last week, aren't they?
Yeah, again, power unit please.
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you? Great.
Please power
That's
unit,
everything.
please power unit. Love me more. I didn't know whether to bumlick the power unit team or the aero team, but we've gone power unit because of the circuits that are coming up. There we go, closed in a little bit. Great run there. for both, really. Well done, Louis. Oh, did we hit level 16? No, just off. That'll be the front wings I lost during practice. Thank you. And there we are. We've practically gained back everything we needed to retain Louis, should we want to. Good stuff. Okay.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
That's just as well. Join us next time where we're off to France for the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard. Stay with us.